and tired of the loose rap.
Nah. Yeah. For the 01. I know you can't come better than that. So you can kill all your loose rap. Baby girl.
What's up, everybody? It's Aaliyah. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you, but now I'm back.
Okay, so tonight we're gonna talk about Aaliyah.
I love black.
Looking flawed.
Yeah, my stylist is always like, can you please put on some other colors, please?
I like to shop any and everywhere. If I'm walking down the street and I see something cute, doesn't matter what designer it is, no matter what store, I'll go in there and I'll pick it up. I do like going to Barney's. I like going to Roberto Cavalli. Stiletto, Sergio Rossi boots. I do like to shop. My mother and I are dangerous together. Absolutely dangerous. You think you know?
You are living and twirling. Do you know that?
The people that I have this week are R. Kelly, Aaliyah's ex-husband, Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle, and her parents. R. Kelly.
Because you know I've been getting a rundown on the street. Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend or cousins or friends. let's just get the record straight.
I better go get me a white Jeep.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
Now who found who?
In the whole wide world.
I found Leah. As a matter of fact, Barry Hankerson, my manager, who's her uncle, told me to go up to Detroit and hear her sing. Once I got up to Detroit, I didn't have to hear her sing because she was glowing. I knew she had it. As soon as she started singing, that verified it. And from there, we became here, and everything is all good.
Married Aaliyah illegally in 1994, and he paid somebody to get him illegal documents and a fake ID for Aaliyah, and the divorce happened in 1995. If we want to discuss a Me Too movement, I think it should have started then, when he married Aaliyah. People knew that he married Aaliyah and didn't say nothing about that when he was married to her. And they waited until they got divorced to want to have that conversation and make that a topic. This is where the predator behavior started at, okay? And nobody decided to bring it up in conversation. Nobody had anything to say about it. Not even her parents. But I'm gonna get there in a moment. Yeah, R. Kelly liked Aaliyah so well. The story behind that is Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle, introduced R. Kelly to Aaliyah. And they were supposed to work on some stuff, and one thing led to another, and they ended up getting married. There are stories that are circulating that supposedly on R. Kelly's tour bus, they were caught having sex on the tour bus. And Aaliyah was just a teenager. He was 15. She was 15. He was 27. And yeah. So this brings you back to both Barry Hankerson and the parents. If Aaliyah was 15 and he was 27, and Barry Hankerson was her manager, and her parents would have had to sign off on Aaliyah getting married, then something's not adding up as far as this goes. Kind of feel like the family was aware of this happening, and R. Kelly might have paid them too. You never know. You never know with these people nowadays. People are just letting people families just fall to pieces over money and the wrong intentions. It's just a lot. Okay. But now that we've got through that predator, R. Kelly was charged in what, 2009, 2009. No, 2018. He was charged in 2018, end of 2018, beginning of 2019, for the illegal documents and also messing with the minor. So that was the first time he got charged, but that didn't really make no noise until the other women came out and started accusing R. Kelly of being the predator. So that happened. Moving on over to Barry Hankerson. The reason why Aaliyah's uncle is probably the worst manager in history is because Aaliyah her net worth would be higher right now. Like, it's high. It was high when she died, but it's high now. But it would be higher if she was able to sell her music worldwide, for streams, like SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that stuff. Barry Hankerson is the reason why Aaliyah's music is not on any streaming platform. Beyond YouTube, I believe. He owns her. He owns the original formats to her music and all of that stuff. And needless to say, a lot of people have still put out Aaliyah samples and Aaliyah collabs and things like that. Drake being one of them. And he had nothing to say about that. But needless to say, he was sued by multiple celebrities for the same thing. He owns Aaliyah's masters. So Aaliyah wouldn't be able to really put any music on any platforms or anything like that unless she did go through Barry Hankerson. But because Barry Hankerson owns them, it's not like, the family can say, well, put her music up there. No, he owns them. So it's his decision, which is where the parents fell off again, but we'll get to that in a moment. Barry Hankerson got sued by Timbaland, JoJo, Tank, Missy, a whole bunch of people that was under the label or that breezed through that label, sued Barry Hankerson for not giving them the money to their albums and not wanting to sell them their masters and all of that stuff. The man has been fraudulent for a long time. Okay? And it's kind of weird that her parents allowed their brother-in-law to come in and do something like that in Aaliyah's final hours. Aaliyah has millions of fucking fans, okay, around the world. So I don't understand why they would let their one brother-in-law into their brother, because that's Barry Hankerson is Aaliyah's mother's brother. So I'm confused as to that. I feel like that's holding up a lot. And they said that Aaliyah's music would have been available at the end of 2020, me in 2021, in April. So we're still waiting on that. Moving on over to her parents.
He did get a little more in depth with more details about when her mother found out, and that her mother, he actually stayed at their home in Detroit, and her mother actually was sexually attracted to him as well. And he said when Aaliyah would go to sleep, that he would, this is what he said. He said that he would go in the living room and him and her would do sexual acts on the couch while Aaliyah was sleeping in the bedroom.
There's so many questions that I have about these people. Like, one, why did they let Barry Hankerson do all of the foolishness that he did with Aaliyah? Two, why they let Barry Hankerson introduce R. Kelly to Aaliyah? Three, why did they let R. Kelly marry Aaliyah? Why aren't they trying to, like, get anything done with the masters? Any of that. Aaliyah's parents stopped being visible once Aaliyah died. And the mama put out a statement when the whole Survivor R. Kelly thing came out. She put out a statement and said that the allegations that was made against Aaliyah and R. Kelly was a lie, it was false, all of that stuff. But what was said, I believe, because Damon Dash said that R. Kelly raped Aaliyah and was bragging about it. Then the person that was on Surviving R. Kelly said that R. Kelly had Aaliyah on his tour bus and the door flung open while he was on the tour bus, and it was Aaliyah and R. Kelly fucking in the room. There's a lot of allegations about them two as a couple. But the question that I have overall is, where the hell were her parents the whole time? The whole time. You mean to tell me you let your 15-year-old daughter go out there, go with a 27-year-old to go get a fake ID, go get a marriage license without your consent? Then after everything that happened with the whole Aaliyah R. Kelly situation, they never made any efforts to be like, well, hey, what happened between you and our daughter? Nothing. Just nothing. Like, everything that they have ever done in court has been settled out of court. All of it. None of it has been handled publicly for Aaliyah fans to see, or like everything has been done behind closed doors, out of the view of the public eye, because they don't even want to, like, why are they scared to show their face? Like, what is that about? I know crackheads that be more quick to show their face than them. Like, what? I'm confused. Like, nothing. Aaliyah got her last award in 2002. If Aaliyah music was streaming right now, it's a lot of awards she could have right now. Aaliyah's network would, like, skyrocket, because she hasn't really done the modern day stuff. Like, she died before all of this stuff really came into play, streams and all of that stuff. So her network will really grow. But see, her parents don't pay attention to that, so that's kind of something else, you know. And you can't find anything about them. I think her mama got an Instagram. They may have a Twitter that they do all of their posting and stuff from, but none of that is really, like, giving anybody any answers to anything. They deny anything that Aaliyah's name is in, and then they take it to court and then settle out of court. So, like, are they a part of what's going on, or were they aware of what's going on, or are they just letting shit hit the fan just to go back and get the money for it when it hit the fan? Like, what is it? It's not. The math equation is just not adding up. But thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you next week.
Missy, I loved her work that she did with Aaliyah. I happen to be an Aaliyah fan. I love her voice, and I thought the songs she was singing were just perfect. I thought they were just great for the new breed of music that came in and took over, you know. And I thought, Missy's bad, and she is. She's so bad. She is so bad.